For as much as I've played this game, there are still some places I haven't been, things I haven't seen. Two that leap immediately to mind are Dres and Ilu. Now, I was thinking about why I haven't been to those places, and I came to two reasons. One, it's hard. They're way out in the middle of nowhere. Dres has a tiny sphere of influence, and Ilu has this weird elliptical orbit. And two, I'm impatient. And that's well and good, but then I got to thinking about why we don't have a moon base, or why we haven't been to Mars. And it's because back in the 60s, everyone was impatient and it was hard. So I don't want to fall in that same trap, you know? I want to push myself. I want to live to the fullest in a video game. Okay? But moving on. I really want to go to these places. I want to do everything that can be done. I want to beat this game that can't be beaten. So let's have a go at it, shall we? So here's my vehicle for getting me to my first target, which is Dres. I took the liberty of looking up the phase angle for getting to Dres because I'm not going to mess around like that. I want to get this done. I don't want to experiment and do maths at things and try and figure things out like that. I want to just get to Dres and get on with this. Yeah. I also have a refueling depot in orbit. I'm not sure if I'm going to need it, but just in case, I outfitted my capsule with a docking port on the front. So in case I get to orbit and find that I don't really have that much fuel left, I'll have some recourse in my pocket to recover something from this mission. But enough talking. Time to see if this will explode. 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh good, it's going up, not down. So since my ascent was a bit wonky, I spent a bit too much time on the orbital insertion burn, I think, and it gave me this kind of elliptical orbit. I'm gonna try and circularize it before I make further plans to get to Dres, but I'll note that I didn't burn very much fuel on my interplanetary stage doing this. I don't think it's going to be worth my time to try and dock with the fueling depot, because I'd probably burn more fuel doing that than I would save by doing that. So I think I'll just keep on going forward, see if it works. So I've got my rendezvous with Dres all planned out now. As always, I don't expect it to go really according to this plan, especially since this one uses 2 maneuver nodes, and that generally works out poorly for me. But as always, it's a good starting point. I can use this to plan my next move once I get to a point where my current plan has failed miserably. But enough about that. Let's fast forward to a bit before the maneuver node. This is a rather sluggish ship, so I have to accelerate a bit prematurely, I suspect. It's saying that the estimated burn time is 3 minutes, and I am inclined to believe it, so I am going to begin burning it now. Well, not now. As soon as I find my maneuver node, I'll start burning then. And then is very soon about to be now. Yes, now is now, and I can begin burning. Mun is in my way. I really hope this encounter goes away soon, because I don't want it to interfere with my business. There it goes. That's better. Okay, almost done with this burn. It's about to finish up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cut. Okay. I'm 5.7 meters per second off, and actually a good distance of the way off. Let's see. I don't know if that's going to be a problem, but I don't think so. Let's clear out that maneuver node. Let's see. Our next one is in 68 days, which we will wait out real time. Alright. No, we won't. Oh, crap. It's all messed up. I don't even have an encounter anymore. Phoo. I'm gonna have to fix this. And as always, I am slightly off schedule. I always fast forward through the maneuver node because I'm a dumbass. I am so sorry. But where's the... There it is. There's the target to aim for. Come on. 14 minutes. That's not too far, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Might still be able to pull this off. So let's burn, shall we? Getting close now. Come on. Don't get over greedy. There we go. Okay, what do we have? Kill that. We have an encounter. We have a Dres encounter. Yes, that is very good. I am happy now. What's the altitude for it? That's actually better than the periapsis predicted by my maneuver node. So I've improved my trajectory by, let's see, that's about 1,000 kilometers by being slightly late on my maneuver noding. I guess that's just luck. I don't want to count on that in the future, but for now, I'll take it. Let's get in a bit closer. We're coming up on the Dres encounter now, so let's begin to slow down time a bit. Well, not quite that much. A bit now. Now that'll be a good time to slow down time. I'll figure out the relativistic implications of that sentence later. But we are coming in pretty good now. We can now get a good look at what our encounter geometry will be like. It appears that I'm roughly in plane with it. Off by maybe a bit, but I'm not liking how fast I'm coming in. I'm not really being influenced very much by the gravity of Dres, what little there is, but I hope to be able to pull this out with some maneuver node cleverness. That never works, but who knows, maybe it'll work this time. Okay, there we are, we've got our thing going. Okay, yeah, we are roughly in plane with Dres. That almost never happens to me. But first, let's set a maneuver node, I don't know, here, and do a bit of this to pull in our periapsis as much as possible. And, oh, that's cool. Apparently I'm going directly through the center of the planet now, and I'm coming out at a pure right angle. I wish that I could, like, turn off planetary collisions for just a bit, like with one of the debug cheats, just to see how that would play out. Like, it'd be changing directions just instantly there. Okay. Dres doesn't have enough gravity to really help in this situation, so this might be a problem. So let's do this part, but I'm also going to have to do a pretty hefty periapsis burn, I believe. And this is already a pretty strong burn. Let's see. How much of a burn is this? 706 meters per second? So how much do I have left in this? I mean, if I brought along my Kerbal engineer chip, I'd be able to tell you, but for right now, I just don't know. I'll have to hope and see if it'll work. I won't be able to stop. I did what I could. I lowered my periapsis as far as I could with that radial burn. I this is the least thing that will count as an orbit, and still it's going to take me almost 2,000 meters per second of delta V to stop, and I just don't think I have it in me. I'll try, but I'm looking at this. I don't see it. This is going to take almost as much fuel as it took to escape Kerbal to just stop into some kind of orbit. I hadn't realized how much I was counting on on being able to gravity brake when I got here, but I'm really worried now. The node for my orbital injection, hopefully burn, is in 15 seconds. Let's bring that a bit closer to now and begin the burn. And there goes my interplanetary stage. Well, I'm not going to give up after all this. I am going to continue on. There's one thing left to do. I'm going to deorbit with the landing stage. Maybe. I'm not sure this will work, but I gotta try. I just gotta try. Let's see. I am making progress. I just don't know how long my fuel will be able to hold out. This was a much lighter craft, but this is also about half as much fuel as in that other one per engine, and this is a lot more of a hungry motor. So I just don't know. I'll try. Well, that's about the end of that burn, and I am in fact in an orbit. I've succeeded, and it only cost me about half my landing fuel. I think I can still pull this off. I'm gonna have to get a bit creative now, but maybe, just maybe, this can still be recovered. We'll see. I've transferred into a more elliptical orbit now. I'm just now coming up on what I hope to be is my final landing approach. That will happen very shortly now, and well, actually, it'll happen now. This is going to be another rather hefty burn, about 400 meters per second of delta V. I think I can do this. I'm getting a lot more confident in this now. I wasn't quite sure just what sort of fuel burn rate I'd be seeing versus delta V gain, but I'm starting to like this. I'm starting to like this scenario a lot more than I had been. Gotta hold on to that. There we... cut. I was hitting all the buttons, but none of them were X. Okay. Okay. Where does that leave us? Not quite what I had intended, but it'll do, I think. Yeah, I guess now is when we do a bit of landing. Let's see. What can I do? Okay, final approach time. Let's see if I can't land it. I don't know how fast I need to be going for this, but I think it's a lot slower than how fast I am going for this. But okay, we're going up now. And I keep losing the X button for some reason. Should stop doing that. It's most uncouth. Can I physics warp to get to the inflection point in my orbit? And yes, I can. There we go. Now we're going down again, as it should be. And we're going down at a fairly acceptable speed. So let's do a bit of this to kill off some horizontal. Like so. And I'm not quite sure how lumpy Dres is, so my altimeter might be way off and I would never know it. But for now, I'm going to trust it. I think it is accurate. This looks to be about a 3-kilometer altitude. From my vast knowledge of asteroid geography, which I don't have, just saying. And Okay, actually no. I'm seeing this now, and it looks a lot closer than it ought to be. Oh dear. Okay, cut, and this is the part where I fret for a while. And come on, just a bit. I did pack landing lights in case I ended up landing on the night side. I'm not landing on the night side, but I went to all the effort of bringing them along, so I'm gonna turn them on just to say I had them. Okay, what's our range now? Okay, coming in pretty close now. Our altimeter is so off. We're just about at the ground, it looks like. Yeah, there's our shadow. So our altimeter is fairly inaccurate in this case. I'm going to turn on RCS because I think we're about to run out of fuel. And if need be, I'll switch to RCS for this. Actually, I'll start helping that now. Okay, yeah. I actually think I could land this on RCS, which is nice. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. And yes, 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 I am landing now, whether I want to or not. But I think I want to. I'm liking this landing here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. And that's a landing. And if we'll stop, and if the rover stops walking around, not rover, lander that was trying to be a rover, we can take some readings. First, let's check accelerometer. Let's see what kind of G's we're dealing with here. About 0.1 G. That's pretty low. That must be why it wasn't getting much gravity breaking out of it. Gravioli, that works out to about 1.1 meters per second of acceleration. You know, I really think that the accelerometer should display what the gravioli meter displays and vice versa, because gravioli seems to me should be determining what this is in G's, while the accelerometer, that seems like it ought to say something in terms of meters, in terms of acceleration, really. Temperature, what temperature is it here? Cold. It's cold here, of course, because we are on an asteroid that is fairly far out from the sun. Let's EVA Charlie here. EVA. And, oh crap. Oh, we can walk on these. That's cool. Can we jump on these? Yay! Oh, am I coming down? Yeah, I'm going to come down. Oh! I probably could have seen that coming, but oh well. In order to even out the lighting thing, I should probably do this. I should probably go up, oh, no, up into my cockpit. Oh, I bumped it and it decided to stop doing the RCS bit. Thanks, guy. I guess he just lost his hold on the controller. Oh, no, up. And in, up, and catch on. And board. The whole reason for doing that was to turn off the lights, because I just realized that, I'm not sure, but a solar panel might weigh slightly more than a broken solar panel. And I'm falling again. Oh. I don't know what they make these spacesuits out of, but I want one. Okay, so now the idea is to break the other one. I turned off the lights so we wouldn't run out of power. Although I don't know why I'm bothering, because there is no way this thing is getting back to Kerbal in this form. But I don't even care. I am so... I feel accomplished now. Like I've done something real and meaningful. I mean, I know it's just a game, but I'm glad I didn't let it beat me, you know? Yeah, it's kind of like that. But anyways, I'm not done yet. Next time, I'm going to Elu. And from all this experience, I now know that the craft that got me to Dres will never get me to Elu. It just doesn't have it in it. But that's something I'll need to look into next time. See you then.